Today we're going to go to Programming 300, and we are going to choose Lesson 2, Intro to JavaScript. When you get there, the first one is called, the whole lesson is called Counter Hack, okay? You can read real carefully here about the little story behind it and hit Next, okay? So here is your first one, Start the Hack. These are your available commands right here. At the top of each one, these are the commands you will be using for this screen. In this case, it only has one command, the forward command, okay? So we're going to come right down here, and you should see a blank screen here. There might be several lines like that. But your job is to go and put in the forward command, just like that. Now remember, with JavaScript, you have to end the line with a semicolon. Now, you've only put it in one time, and it looks like it needs to go twice, so we're going to do it again. Okay. Then once you've put in two forward commands, you can test it out and see if it works. If it works, your character will go down into the little hole and it'll say yay, and you can continue. Okay. On the next one, it's going to introduce a few different things. It'll introduce new commands at the top. Okay. We're going to click next. Okay. Now I'm sorry. Did it skip number 2? No, we did number 2. I'm sorry. All right. So number 3 is talking about comments. You can read carefully about this and then just hit next. And number 4, okay, we're into, once again, some forward commands. So you're going to put in as many forward commands as necessary here, okay? I'm going to reset this to the original. Here's what it wants you to do, okay? It wants you to learn about using comments. So it wants you here to comment out the extra commands and get Nero to the portal. Let's think about how many times he's going to have to go forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. But right here, there are actually more than that. So here's what we're going to do. It says comment out the extra forward commands. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4. We want those ones to work. These ones are going to put / in front of them. // And you'll notice when you do, // that means they won't be used anymore. This is so you can make notes and comments in your code. Let's see if it works. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it should not read the rest of that code because they have // in front of them. Okay, so that's how you're going to complete these. As you go on to each one, you'll have to click next at the bottom. It might introduce new commands at the top. Notice a new one called turn left, and notice the L is capital. That matters. It won't work if you don't capitalize the L. So once again, you're going to go through this, run it, and keep on moving along to each one. Okay, make sure you see what commands are at the top and available. Here's a new command called turn right at this one. Okay, now when we get to number 8 and 9, we're skipping through it. We are not going to learn JavaScript loops this time. They're a little too confusing, and we don't want to spend too much time on them, okay? So we can go to the bottom of this one and hit next, and we can go to the bottom of this one called indentation and hit next. Those don't matter, okay? When you get to number 10, it wants you to use a loop, but we're not going to. So for this one, you're just going to take everything out of here, okay? I'm sorry, right here. If there's any, let me show you what it'll look like. It'll look like this. You just come out here, take everything out of here, okay? And just put in as many forwards as need to happen to get through there and move on. Once again, we're skipping the loops, okay? Numbers 11, 12, and 13 should all be pretty self-explanatory. There's some new commands to use, okay? When you get to number 15, there is a quiz to take. If there is a question about loops, just take a guess at it, okay? Because it won't let you submit unless you answer every question. I will not count it wrong.